Like I feel like here I've been able to be a little more confident, put myself in more uncomfortable situations. I'm a little shy, a little introverted, and with this program I've been able to kind of put myself out there, take a leadership role, like even just to do an event or getting dinner together. It's like just getting meals or going for a walk, or I taught someone how to scooter because I feel pretty good with that because I've done it before. So yeah, I feel very comfortable, very confident in doing this, and also just in terms of what I want out of my own personal life. I might actually consider moving here, which is something that was never even on my radar before. Like I'm doing a master program after this. I will say my life plan has changed a little bit in like the best possible way.
It was nice to be able to come here, or at least think about coming here and just be able to live and see what it's truly like. I'm like, it'll be nice, it'll be a fun getaway, like I love Israel, so being here, it's pretty interesting because like I've learned so much about the complexities of society. It's been amazing, and I actually want to come back and plan to come back, which is not what I would have expected at all, to be transparent. Yeah, I think it was the people, both in our program and the Israelis that I've met, and just being able to like truly see what it's like to live here. I'm sure I didn't get a true representation to an extent, but I mean, the people I've met have been incredible and helpful and kind. Tel Aviv is a difficult place, to be honest. I'm sure you're very aware, but it's also, an amazing place in so many ways. It was like an experience. It really was, and it's allowed me to kind of rethink some things, and even just the priority I place on work and kind of this balance and what do I want. It really created more of an existential conversation for myself.
My Jewish identity definitely deepened here, and I did not expect it to. And it wasn't even my religious Jewish identity; it's my cultural Jewish identity. And I really felt like I finally Israel, but my cultural Jewish identity really increased because I was in this country with people who, all the people around me were, not all the people around me, of course, are non-Jews here, but I met a lot of Jews, and it was nice to have that understanding, like, oh, you don't have to be like a religious Jew to be Jewish. I never quite put that together at home. So this was nice to be in a place where it's like, we just all are, and that's like part of our identity and our heritage, and I definitely think I connected with that aspect surprisingly more than I thought I would. But I did meet some professional goals in terms of like I had a couple retreats that I ran virtually that went really well, and my employers gave me great feedback for that. And so I had some like public facing things that went really well, and so people were happy overall, and my employer was happy to send me to Israel because we are a Jewish organization. Yeah. So I got that.
And did you feel like did it?
I've never been to Israel before. I was supposed to go on Birthright in 2020, but that obviously got canceled. So I did want to get the chance to go here for the first time and also have a little bit of that longer term experience to immerse myself a little bit more. I was also hoping just to kind of put myself out there a little bit more. I've been home, I think back with my parents during the pandemic, and I definitely wanted to kind of premiere the new Hannah and get to put myself into a new and uncomfortable situation and see how I would react to that. And looking back now, like I have definitely done that. I've met new people, I've been a lot more confident, I've had this overwhelming sense of peace here.
Yeah, so my primary goal coming on this trip was to see Israel again. I hadn't been here for 11 years, and my first experience was in Jerusalem at a seminary, so it was a really different experience. So when I saw Tel Aviv, come work for 6 weeks, I was like, sign me up, that sounds amazing, particularly after COVID. It was really an amazing opportunity to travel, to get to have adventure and experience, and then get to know Israel and Israelis. So those were a little bit of my goals coming here, to reconnect with Israel, and specifically a different city that I'd never been in. And I feel that was hugely accomplished. In fact, so much so that I want to come back and stay, and I fell in love with Tel Aviv as like, I say to people it's my favorite city ever that I've ever been to, and I'm from Los Angeles, and I love Los Angeles, but I love how it's like beach and big city but very small town vibes. You can walk around everywhere, you can get to know the people, so I think that's definitely deepened my appreciation a lot being here, and definitely have had an adventure of a lifetime.
And
go in with a really open mind and go in prepared to take chances. whether it is to just meet new people, explore somewhere new, go into a store where you don't speak the language, and ask questions. There's going to be uncomfortable situations, and those are just going to help you grow.
After having done it.
Yeah, I would say it's absolutely what you make of it. I think communication's key with like your job and your employer to make sure that everyone's on the same page. For me, it hasn't, thankfully, been an issue.
Right.
Yeah, definitely come. I mean, honestly, I think I'm of the mindset that, you know, that life is short and you have one. It was kind of a risk, right? I didn't know if my company would be okay with it. I don't work for a Jewish organization like a lot of the other members do, so it wasn't such an easy sell. But, you know, COVID has been terrible in so many ways, and also in this one way where we have some flexibility to work. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I say take the chance, take the risk. Like, what's, you know, the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
You're stuck in Israel for 5 weeks. Okay.
Where's that, right?
Just if you come, have a totally open mind, really be brave, be adventurous, be bold, do things you've never done before. The city will hopefully make you feel like that anyway, but if it doesn't, just remember that you have the whole world open to you, and enjoy yourself.
Cool. You'd recommend it.